Good morning.
No,
We're going to
gracias.
read The Harvest and the Seed.
Nosotros cuando éramos niños nos peleamos para que nos dieran leche.
De ese tipo de
De este tipo,
clean.
así.
Mhm. Page page 73. Max,
No, do you know what he was gonna do?
eat the
The pancake,
Pancake
platter or
mix,
whatever.
yes.
Yeah.
veteran.
I was a proud veteran that served my country well. To those that would listen, I had many stories to tell. We fought for America's freedom in faraway places on foreign land. Wherever the battle for democracy raged, America's finest made a stand. We fought for your future and the right to remain free. For we saw what freedom meant to those not blessed with liberty. For you and yours, we would gladly have given our life. We faced the fears and perils of battle. We braved endless turmoil and strife. Please remember us veterans and the sacrifices we made you. Please share the blessings of freedom. Proudly wave the red, white, and blue.
So that's a poem. When I heard the word veteran, I used to think, shouldn't they be old? And then I found out that they were young veterans. I said, how is that possible?
Oh, broad stripes and bright stars gave proof that our flag was still there. Broad stripes and bright... Okay, yeah. It was on the outside.
Now, some of these wars, though, we do wonder about them. For instance, or maybe it wasn't a war, but did you know that Panama belonged to Colombia?
Panamá. How?
It used to belong to Colombia. And President
Okay.
President Roosevelt, the hard riders, that one. He,
Pero ¿cómo es posible si Colombia está far away?
well, it used to be a part of their land. And Roosevelt took it from them. So what's Teddy Bear? Yes, Teddy Bear Roosevelt. He had round glasses. He used to ride a horse.
With sword.
Yes,
He's in a Night of the Living Museum.
that's right.
Museum.
So what do I know about him? He took Panama. He himself said it in one quote that I read. So he could build what?
Build the Panama River?
Panama Canal,
Oh, yeah.
which allows boats to do what?
Sail.
From where to where?
Panama City.
No, from the one ocean to the other ocean. So, what has Colombia done in recent years?
¿El qué? Droga.
The drug war.
De Colombia a Panamá.
No, Colombia, United States.
No.
You see, whatever one country does to another, it has karma. People in the United States have money, so they have money to buy drugs. You see? Max, would you please sit here while I finish reading? Turn the page. What do you see?
Priest?
You see them putting their hand over their heart. They're
Wow.
probably looking at a flag or something. What's this one here?
They're like making an agreement.
Oh, that's an old veteran saluting or shaking the hands of a young one. That's the flag. That's an old one saluting in the flag. Keep going. See, this book is teaching you to be patriotic. To which country? To China? To what?
Or
Florida, to the United States. All right, what does Mr. President Kennedy say?
one person can make a difference, and every person should try. John Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
Kennedy.
What was he famous for?
Being a president.
No, but why was he a famous one?
I barely remember you saying something about him.
All right, at the time, I think he was the youngest president, youngest man to serve as president. 1. 2, he got everybody to start running in schools. He put in the physical training. What do you call it?
PE.
But it used to mean something. They used to measure your time. Okay, it takes you a mile, takes you 10 minutes to run 1 mile. All right, let's make it 9 minutes by the end of the year. It would show improvement. He also, the big thing was the moon. What did he do with the moon?
What do you mean?
The Russians put a satellite up in the moon. So he said this nation should be the first nation to put a man walking on the moon.
Oh yeah, Armstrong.
So I believe he began the NASA program, or if he didn't, somehow he was involved.
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
How come people haven't been going to the moon anymore?
Somebody said that the aliens told us not to come back. I mean, that could be one. Or 2, somebody else said that it was too expensive to just land.
Yeah, just land. Because
So
of the rocket ship, the fuel, the actual gear, tanks for them breathing, food to bring over there.
Let's pause it. Go ahead, keep sweeping.
Remind me again why we have these things.
So that the cats could scratch the floor, scratch the pants. I would have them all over the house. This way, I don't like walking on tile.
Dad, if we didn't have any pets in the house,
Mm-hmm.
would we still have the carpet?
If we didn't have any pets?
The carpet that was all around the house?
No, I don't like carpets.
Why not? I love the carpet. Then we wouldn't really have to use that much of what's it called?
I don't like the noisy vacuums either. In the car, it's all right. But I don't like passing the vacuum. I used to pass the vacuum when I was a child. It's so much more peaceful to sweep and mop.
Yeah, but carpets are more comfortable. Mr. Martinez has the carpet full.
Yeah, but it's a hassle. They collect more dust. In Florida, what do you need a carpet for? All right, so the other thing that President Kennedy did was
Money.
the Russian president, I think, was Nikita Khrushchev, and he sent some missiles to Cuba. And when President Kennedy had proof, the Russian was sending more missiles on a ship, and President Kennedy said, "Turn those ships around. Don't bring them over here to Cuba, because those nuclear missiles will be an attack on the United States." So Nikita Khrushchev prevented World War III by turning the ships around. Even though he had sent them, why would one president tell another one what to do?
Because the guy that sent the missiles might be involved. He will be involved in the war, a huge war.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't want to be in a war.
At the same time, there was a nuclear submarine that nobody knew where it was because they're
Was it-
supposed to rise from the ocean.
Yeah, but it 6 months or something.
So in 6 months, nobody knew where it was, something like that. And then it shows up in front of Russia. I think that's the story. I think that's the story I heard. The nuclear submarines, apparently the other submarines had to rise for air. You know, you can't just stay underwater for 6 months. Hmm? That's like almost the same as NASA technology. To stay up in the moon for a year or more. God bless you and those that surround you.